Big fish, giant. Giant. Dude, no way that's a trout. Well, we have been tucked inside a little concrete cave waiting on some squalls to pass through this morning. I hope that they are finally gone. The skies still look a little eerie, but should be good to go. We are in an industrial complex today, a really deep water system, and we're gonna be looking for some giant trout, some giant redfish. Never know, we may even find a flounder or two in here. They come in here in the wintertime as well. Let's get out here, see if we can make something happen. Y'all stay tuned, and let's go catch some fish. We just got into the first area that we're gonna fish. It's basically just like a little ledge that comes out where they've dredged all of this going through. So about 10 feet right up to the bank, and then it drops all the way down to 15. Then right here where I'm at, 30 feet. And to target that, I'm gonna be throwing the mini shad with a 1/4 ounce jig head, working it really slow. Water temperatures are in the 50s right now. And I feel like with the water color, that white and chartreuse is gonna be just about perfect. But we'll just sling that out there, give it about 10-15 seconds, let it get down in the water column, and we'll just start working it back. Got him. Ooh, big fish, first spot. Yes, that's a giant trout. We have just hooked a giant trout on the mini shad at our first location. Don't let this fish get off. This is a well over 20-inch trout, I believe. Whew. What an absolute brute. Come on. Don't do nothing crazy, Nate. Y'all, this is I believe this is a trout, and it is toting me away. It's a giant. Come on, show yourself one more time. Ah, redfish. False alarm. I saw that white side of its body coming up. Man. Fooled me. I was thinking if it was a trout, it had to be 28, 29, maybe even 30. Absolute giant redfish right here. Well, what a way to start the day, y'all. Should be a 30+ incher. If I don't start backing him away from that piling, he's gonna get me around there. I mean, that was probably my 3rd cast. Come here. Simmer down. You cannot beat a paddle tail, especially the mini shad this time of year, deep water like this. Whether you're bass fishing, trout fishing, or red fishing, you just can't beat it. Come here. He choked it. Get in the net. What a giant! Let's go! So insane. Look at that brute of a fish. I'll put you in the water for just a second, and then get you some water back going through your gills. I'm gonna take one quick picture, and we're gonna let you go, buddy. That right there is about a 34-inch redfish on the board. Well, about a 33, 34-inch redfish right there. We're gonna go ahead and launch this guy back down. See you later, Daryl. Bye-bye. Yeah, what an incredible way to start the morning, y'all. All right, let's ease back in here. That guy bit right between the rocks and that piling right there. So we're gonna get back in there. Same thing, just let it get down to the bottom. Have a couple little fluffs. Slow retrieve back to me. A couple little pops, just like that. Keep seeing this bait popping up right over in that area. If there's bait in the area, there's definitely gonna be fish up under them. Keep seeing this bait popping up, so I'm gonna stop throwing deep and I'm gonna throw something a little bit shallower. This is the Rapala Ripstop. It's a little jerk bait. And I feel like, see, there's like glass minnows all over this flat. I give them something that rattles, maybe they'll eat. Give them the key in on it. Back to the paddle tail. Or on. Good fish. He bit that one on the drop. Be a trout. Be a giant trout. It might be another big redfish. I don't know yet. Swimming at me. It's definitely got some good weight. Come on. Oh, another redfish. Brutes out here today, y'all. On the paddle tails. So insane. Good overcast like today. Warmer weather than what we've been having. Just creates some amazing fishing opportunities. And we're hooking some solid fish today. This one's probably bigger than the last one. Come here. Chill. There we go. The other one was a little bit fatter and I think probably a little bit longer too. This one's sitting right around 30, 29, 30. Come here. Oh, don't go under there. Get up, get your head up. Thought he was just about ready to go in the net and he dove back down on me. These fish right now in this cooler water temperatures, they got so much power. The summer they get a little bit weaker because the water doesn't have as much oxygen in it. When it's cool like this, they can really fight hard. There we go. That right there is another tank. I don't know, I think that one is longer than the last one for sure. And another one that choked the old hoodwink. Not hoodwink, I'm sorry, the minnow shad. Give me my hook back. All right, girl, I appreciate the fight. I got a question for y'all, all of my fishing gurus out there. Before I let this girl go, she's covered in some sort of parasite. I hope y'all can see that. It's got a lot of like little white parasites all over. If y'all know what those are called, comment down below. We're gonna go ahead and let this dude go. I guess I deserve that. Appreciate it, buddy. See you next time. I know I've said it a few times, but this whole flat right here, I just keep seeing bait. Schools of glass minnows. Nothing big, no like big mullet or anything like that, but definitely like schools of glass minnows are coming up, and I'm seeing some swirls around them. We're a little bit outside of the feeding window. The next major is I think at 1 or 2 o'clock today, so we may stick around, and this is going to definitely be an area that I want to be at whenever the major hits. So we're going to continue to work on through here and eventually make our way all the way to the back. I anticipate there being a lot of fish back there as well. Got him right at the boat. That's a trout. That's a trout. Come here. And a decent one. We're only about 15-20 minutes in, y'all. We've already put 3 fish in the boat. Solid fish here. Not a giant, but if we were keeping, that would be about the perfect eating size speckled trout, and another one for the minnow shad. Because we did have a freeze a couple weeks ago, I don't want to put any of these fish in the box, so we are going to be letting them go. Bye-bye. I anticipate us catching some really big trout today, hoping to put one over 20 inches in the boat, preferably one around 24, 25. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, I just got nailed. Let me back out. I just got nailed right there. Such a hard hit. Bit it at the boat. Another trout. Not quite as big, still would be a keeper. 2 trout, 2 redfish on the day. Appreciate the bite, buddy. We'll see you. Bye-bye. A couple more casts around in here, and we're just gonna move on. Like I said, we're gonna come back in here whenever we're in a major. All right, I'm gonna ease in here to a little bit shallower water. Still seeing a lot of glass minnows in shallow, so I went ahead and swapped my presentation. I'm gonna throw the HOODWINK, just a fluke style bait right there. I work it just a little bit different, a little bit faster, and I feel like given the conditions and the depth of the water, it'd be a more effective presentation. Got him. Speckled trout. Yeah, every one of these trout are biting right at the boat. We have been fishing for a while now, and went all the way to the back, coming back through. Bite kind of died off just a little bit, but we got us a little old trout right there. We are coming into an area that I normally do really, really well in. We got a lot of trees that kind of come over this canal, and those kind of bushes that hang down in the water attract a lot of bait, a lot of glass minnows, smaller bait fish, and those trout will ease in there and eat off of that. So it also helps having this water coming down in here, creating some more current than what we already got. There he is. There's a trout. Come here. Staying down, he's not skiing across the water. Not gonna be a giant. But they're definitely in here and they are biting. That is trout number 4 on the day. Another tiny one. Start to think there might just be tiny ones in this part of the canal. Might have to get back out to that deeper water where we found those bull reds. Got him. Giant. Oh yeah, that might be the one. Oh, I came back in here where we started today and we just got smoked. Be a trout. That's gonna be another redfish, I do believe. Oh, you never know though. I've caught some brutes here in the past. That is a trout. It's gonna be an absolute slob. Come here. Okay, all right. Simmer down. That's gonna be another redfish. Has to be. Oh, I so want it to be a trout so bad, but I'm afraid it is another bull red, which is still a good thing. It's awesome fight. Amazing hookup right here, pulling me all over the place. Show yourself. Yo, giant redfish. Come here. Oh man, there's so many bull reds in here right now. How incredible. That's gonna be the biggest one of the day. I knew we were gonna come out here and have a shot at some redfish, but I really thought it was gonna be more of a speckled trout kind of day. Man, was I wrong. Wrong big time. Nothing but bull reds. We did catch 4 trout, but These big old bull reds right here is what it's all about today. Hey girl, show you off one time for the camera. Yeah, what a beautiful fish. Whew. All right, appreciate the bite. Boom. I'm gonna go over my full setup with y'all here in just a second, but I do wanna talk to y'all a little bit about the baits we're using. So these are my own personal baits. This is the Hoodwink. The color that we've been using is the Haymaker color. It's just a fluke style bait. It's got a little rudder system, and I'm just throwing that out there and lifting it up, letting it dart around. And that's what has caught a couple of trout in that last bull red. And then this right here is our mini shad. This is what you saw us catch the bull reds and a couple of trout with first thing this morning. Once again, Haymaker color right there. It's got a segmented body and it's got a ton of action on it. Both of these baits, as well as the jig heads that we're using, are going to be available on our website, southernsaltbaitcompany.com. I will also have that linked down in the description. If y'all want to head over there, pick some up, help support us, as well as get some good baits that catch a lot of fish, as you've seen here today. And the rod that we're using is just a Chubby Rods 7-foot 2-inch medium power fast action. And this is the rod that I use mainly when I'm trout fishing. I got one behind me here that is my dedicated redfish setup, and that is on a medium heavy. But yeah, I'm coming out here, I was thinking I was going to be doing more trout fishing than red fishing, so mainly using my trout setup. The reel is a Cast King Spartacus 2. Very, very inexpensive reel there. I think they're only like 35 bucks. And then the line that I'm using is 15-pound Power Pro Super Slick. And then I got a long, about a 7 or 8 foot, 15-pound fluorocarbon leader to a 1/4 ounce jig head right there. But that's pretty much my full setup. I'm gonna get back in here, see if we can stick 1 or 2 more. We're still after that big trout. All right, well, it is the next day. The weather got bad, rain ran me off the water, so we're back out here hitting the same area. Brought in a little bit cooler weather too, so yeah, we're bundled up a little bit more tight today, but we're gonna be fishing the same pattern as we were yesterday. We're still looking for that big trout. All right, easing into the same area where we started at yesterday. Same deal. I am going to be throwing that Hoodwink and swimming it low on the bottom. Let's say water temperature's probably 4 or 5 degrees colder today than it was yesterday. Might have to really slow things down. Oh, buddy, we just got stroked. That was a good lick. Got him. Biggin. There we go. Giant fish. First fish of the morning. That could be a trout. Come on, be a trout. If it's a trout, it's a stud. I know I've said that a lot. It's a trout. It's a trout. Come here. Yeah. Get in the net, baby. Boom. Yeah. Dude, that trout hit so hard. Oh my gosh. That is a 21.5-inch trout right there to kick off the morning. That's what we were looking for yesterday. We're gonna get a real quick picture, let this guy go. I got a feeling we're gonna hook some more of these guys today. All right, girl, I appreciate the bite. Thank you. Bye-bye. Boom! Fish did eat the Haymaker Hoodwink right there. And I wasn't swimming it deep. I threw right there at that piling, and that's at about 12, 15 foot of water. I was swimming, I would think, in the top third of the water column. We're gonna try the same thing again. Got him, another one, another good one. Come here, come here. We are on them right here. I'm gonna try a boat flip with this guy. Clearly not as big as the last one, but still a solid fish right here this morning. All right, All right, buddy, get bigger. That right there is a male croaking a little bit. Well, today is already starting off a whole lot different than it did yesterday. At this point yesterday, I'd caught 2 bull reds, and we had now swapped them out with 2 decent trout. Big fish, giant. Dude, no way that's a trout. Oh, what an amazing morning, y'all. Going for a sleigh ride. Pulling me out into the middle of the channel here. I mean, it had a fast pace too. Look at that. This is crazy. No way this is a trout. This is another one of them bull reds, isn't it? Gotta be. Dude, my goodness. These fish are so juiced up this morning. And we have found, don't break my rod. We have found the magic little hole right over there that's holding all the trout, and clearly some big bull reds too. Can't horse them too much. We're sitting here with 15-pound tests on a medium rod. Just let them play itself out. Enjoy the ride. Yeah, I don't think any of these fish pulled me this hard yesterday. It's a giant. I mean, an absolute tank of a fish. Come here. Come here. All right, simmer down. I can't stop him. I mean, he's just pulling me wherever he wants to go. Okay, all right. We're going back the other way. Don't get around them tires. All right, we got a leader. Show yourself. No, don't take off. Oh my God, what a fish. Oh. What an absolute tank. What a stud, y'all. Holy moly. Come here. I mean, it's a giant. Come here. Get in the net. We're gonna get a good release on you. There we go. Holy moly. It's a giant fish. All right, y'all. Went ahead, released that fish. What a giant redfish, right around 40 inches first thing this morning, and on the doggone hoodwink. I mean, it's just incredible. The fishing is amazing. We've already caught 2 trout, 1 redfish. We're just gonna keep getting in here. Yeah, I mean, if we ended on that note, it would be good, but I got a feeling we're gonna catch a whole lot more today. Give another cast right in there, same little area, which y'all saw us, we caught a couple of trout in that same little pocket yesterday. So as we keep working down this bank right here, I got a feeling we're gonna hook some more. There he is, got him. That's a trout, good trout, good trout. That should be the biggest one of the morning. Oh, not as big as the first one, still a decent fish though. Get in the boat. Yeah, that's a 19-incher. Beautiful speckled trout. One of my most favorite fish to target right there. Very aggressive, very fun fight, especially when you get them into mid-20s, upper 20s. Put on an amazing fight, and just, well, you can catch a big trout, 24, 25 plus incher. It's just such a rare fish, and we're on another one. There's a pocket of them right there. They are destroying this hoodwink this morning. Come here. Another good eating size trout. Is that a white trout? Holy moly. Look at the size of that white trout, y'all. Species number 3 on the day. That is a doggone white trout, y'all. What an incredible day. I mean, that is a stud white trout. See you, girl. Now that would be dang good for some tacos. Well, I don't think I'm leaving this spot right here. Not anytime soon. There's some doggone fish right there. Got him. Very, oh, missed him. Come back. Very next cast. Golly. Got him. There he goes. He got off. Easy release. All right, y'all. Well, the bite has finally died off. We're gonna go ahead, head back in, and probably make it just in time for breakfast. Take the family out to Waffle House or something like that, right? So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If y'all did, please hit that like button, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see y'all in the next one.